Anyway, point being, these guys have done a lot of damage to his economy, and they're just running around. Oh, he's actually going to pick off a Marauder as well. Oh, no, this one. Oh, the Phoenix was in range, and the Marauder survives regardless. So nicely done. He's just got this army of Infra just chilling here. I've been looking for... There's a factory, finally. I've been wondering why he did not just try and get a couple medevacs on top. Here he comes in, though. He's got all the upgrades. He's getting ready to move in, possibly to attack. Perhaps not. There is a lot of stuff here, though, for RedAlert. He's got these Phoenixes flying overhead as well, so they're going to be able to pick up key units, possibly Marauders in the middle of the fight. Looks like he might be trying to tempt a stim right here or something, trying to tempt him into stimming those Marines to chasing down the Phoenixes. In the meantime, spawning more Zealots, a very good move. He's got enough support units in the back. RedAlert scans to see what kind of army is there. I think he decides that it's small enough he can attack. Here he comes in right now. RedAlert Cheese is falling back to a little bit more defensible position. He's going to have to be perfect with his casting of force fields and such to try and keep these Marines back. And... well, actually, he's going to have to try and split up the army, not necessarily keep him back. He wants the Zealots to get in close. His charge is not quite upgraded yet. Where's the... there it is. It's almost upgraded. So he's probably just going to try and stall for that. If he can get charge upgraded, he's going to be able to do a lot better against this infantry army. Here he comes. Is he going to move in again, or is it just another taunt? He's moving across, moving into the choke point. Is he going to go in before the charge is upgraded? Looks like he's going to go in for this time. He goes in, takes some pot shots. Force fields go off, blocking the retreat. Beautiful split. He splits up a bunch of the Marauders from the front and picks them off and falls back. Does not have to engage the whole army. Wow, that was a gorgeous set of force fields there. Nicely done. Spawning in some more Stalkers as well. Here comes the whole army, splitting some off again and just holding his forces back so that some of his forces are engaging, the others are not. And nicely done. Beautifully held off by Cheese. Wow, that was just excellent. And that is like... that was superb, Micro. That is what you're supposed to do. He needs to get some more... yeah. Oh, actually, Head Templar being warped in. Sorry, so much action going on here. I haven't been able to keep track of exactly what's been happening. The Templar do not have Storm yet, but they will very, very shortly. It looks like he's going to move out with this force and just try and counterattack. I think that's a pretty good move. Well, actually, never mind. Never mind, he's not counterattacking. He is going to try and push forward and just try and hold this position. You can see he's got a pylon set up to build here. Where are the more barracks? More barracks, more barracks. There's the starport. So hopefully, and he's put up a couple. He knows that he was behind there, so he puts up a couple bunkers at the front. Very, very good move. I like this pylon over here. Cute idea, but it's not going to be effective with that bunker right there. But then if you had the pylon right here, you could warp your units even closer to the front lines when he finally makes this attack. Storm is finished upgrading, so these Templar have enough... well, actually, where'd those other ones go? There they are. These Templar have enough energy for Storm. These do not. They're brand new. I like this. Going in, picking off these SCVs a little bit late to completely slow down production of those barracks. Wow, reactors going up, a tech lab going up. We'll see what's on this other barracks. And he's switching over this starport to that reactor that he had put on this factory. So it's a really good move. Now he's going to be able to put out probably a couple medevacs at a time. Yeah, we can see the medevacs coming out here right now. Don't see what just blew up there. Anyway, I like this move by RedAlert. I'm sorry, not RedAlert. By Cheese, sending out a probe to make another expansion because he knows he has RedAlert really boxed in right now. He's going to get a third base and maybe even wait for the main to starve out, which won't be very much longer. Especially with those mules, the Terran can starve out a little bit quicker. Anyway, wait for him to starve out, and then he'll be 2 bases versus 1, and then he'll just be able to overpower, major overpower him. Anyway, so there's the medevacs. They're going to be able to come out and heal stuff up here, but he's going to, and he's probably going to start continuing to make medevacs and just pump out a lot of medevacs. They're going to be able to do really well, and if you have watched the series between RedAlert and Zucaricox, you'll know that he is very good with drops, and he just can do so well with drops. Scanning up there, maybe to see if there's an observer spawning his base. I'm not sure exactly what was going on there. Maybe, oh yeah, I guess it makes sense. He wants to make sure nothing is spotting this route that these medevacs are going to take. He's going to try and do a drop here in the back and try and drop on top of this ridge and be able to do major damage. I don't know if there's a robo. He's got these phoenixes so he can spot with the phoenixes wherever they went to. But he's actually not even going to drop on top of the ridge. He's going to drop straight down in here and try and attack the Nexus directly. He's going to try and snipe the Nexus with these Marauders. A couple Zealots spawn in, but they are not going to be enough. He snipes the Nexus and immediately lifts up and takes off, and that is exactly the kind of thing that RedAlert was able to succeed with in the other game. And here he comes in. He's going to try and snipe this other Nexus. Where is he going with these forces? He needs to drop them out now. The Phoenixes are going to work on the Medivacs. It gets all the forces out before the Medivacs die. Here comes the Zealots and Stalkers going in. He's just targeting down the Nexus, though. Is the Nexus going to go down? Nexus down to 300 hit points, 200 hit points. The Stalker's going to work. 2 Marauders left. Oh, 122 HP on that Nexus, and just barely keeping him in long distance mining. Wow. Anyway, so RedAlert is really dealing a blow there to excuse me, to Cheese. If Cheese hadn't gotten this base up, then he would be in real trouble, because then he'd be not mining at all. Well, he's basically only barely mining at all right now. So really bad for him. Let's check out the income time. Look at this. He's almost not mining at this point, despite having about equal harvesters there. RedAlert's still mining heavily, though. Got a lot of SVs. It's going to run out very soon, though, as all those patches start to mine out. So he's going to have to get a new base pretty quick, actually, because these are down to 500 minerals each, or something along those lines. Here he comes in. He's going to... Whoa, never mind. Looked like those were going to try and go in and get a few kills there. Oh! Almost loses a Phoenix, actually. Anyway, but he's still got this contain, though. So Cheese is not exactly dead or anything. He's still got this contain. He's just gotten this base up. A couple Medivacs are... Oh, but he's spotted that base. He's going to try and run the Medivacs around and take out this base. He's got another 2 dropships full of Marauders, and there's only 3 Zealots here. There's no pylon to warp in extra units either. Here's the closest pylon. He can get a few units there, sort of, but I think he's going to probably lose this Nexus. Here he comes in. He stims. He runs in with the stim, going straight for the Nexus. He's going to ignore the Zealots. Zealots going to work on the front ones. The Medivac's healing them up and actually picking up the almost dead Marauder and picking up all the Marauders just after the Nexus blows up. Jeez. Very quickly building another Nexus, actually, in addition to this new one here. And here come those Marauders running into the back as well. Going to try and kill off some upgrades. There's nothing currently upgrading at this forge. But he's going to lose both forges anyway, and is going to really fall behind in upgrades. RedAlert already at 1-1, and is upgrading additional weapons as well. So he's going to get ahead in the weapons race, basically, at this point. And uh-oh, here he comes. He's unloaded his bunkers. He's moving out with everything, trying to break this contain. Where are the storms? Oh my god, the storms are going to be epic if he can get some storms off. EMP! He EMPs one of the Templar. Was it? Oh no, some storms do go off on some of the forces. He did have a couple storms left, but it was not enough. And RedAlert dodging the storms and moving side to side, just absolutely slaughtering that containment. And right now, Cheese is not really mining. He's barely mining at this base, so he's not able to put out enough forces. Here's the last-ditch effort. He's got the amulet, which gives him enough energy to storm off very new Templar. He's just having to just survive off storms alone here. But look at this army, still fighting strong. A lot of forces in the red, but a lot in the green as well. Here comes the Templar. Oh, there they go! Oh, that is exactly what he needed. Those were some clutch Templar. Barely finishing off, but only half the army. He's going to need to go... Oh, those are Zealots even. He didn't have the gas to do more Templar at this point. He's got these back up, but he has not put... okay, there he goes, putting more probes. And he must have looked at his gas and been like, oh, crap, I need gas. Why don't I have gas? Oh, I'll do that. Anyway, but the amulet, what is it, Kaidarian amulet or whatever... nice, another nice storm. He is really doing well with these storms here, and it looks like RedAlert is going to take out this rocks and take the high yield. Strangely, the game is not over just because of some clutch storms, and again because of that amulet upgrade that gives the Templar a better starting energy, and I think better max energy as well. So they start with enough energy to cast a Psy Storm, and without that he would have just been completely toast, because those last few Templar that just barely spawned in. He's going to try and finish off this army right now, actually. Some nice storms. Could be a little bit better placed if he had placed them kind of behind the Marauders so that the Zealots would force them to run into the storms. I guess he's been doing a pretty good job of running to the side, actually, regardless of where the storms are. Having to stim to try and escape the storms. These Medivacs are doing a pretty good job of keeping these units alive, but they're all pretty low hit points. Not very much energy on those at all. Here he comes in. He's going to try and again do another Nexus snipe with these Marauders, and the Nexus just goes down. It's almost like he's got it a feel of how fast the Nexus needs to, how many shots the Nexus needs to take, because he fires. I mean, he might have his ults on. Sorry, his ult on. Ult is my key to light up the health bars. Go ahead and let me know if you have any ideas. By the way, some people have been wanting me to turn the health bars on. I think it's a little less cinematic with the health bars on, and a little bit cooler with the health bars off. And look at this, Marauders again are going to run in here, sees the Zealots, and decides to turn around and attack this Nexus instead. Wow, these Zealots are actually blocked a little bit. It looks like this Nexus is probably going to survive, though. Maybe, well, maybe not. Those Zealots getting really caught up on the edge there. Nexus is going to survive with 375 hit points, and I'm completely sorry I missed the main army going into the main here. Just destroying all these warp gates, and once those warp gates go down, Cheese is going to be absolutely doomed. He won't have any ability to reinforce himself. Oh man, is he building new warp gates anywhere? He's trying to build some gateways over here, but he's just basically going to have to sack his main. Hopefully he can rebuild some tech. He needs to build that Templar Archives again somewhere else before he loses it, but RedAlert has decided that killing off the warp gates was plenty. Oh, there's more warp gates here, so he might want to kill those off too. Where is he going with his army? Okay, there he goes. He sees the extra gateways going down, and those are just kind of a waste at this point. So he's just going to have these, let's see, Twilight Council and a couple extra gateways, building more gateways over here. I'm not sure why the Twilight Council exactly. I guess so he can rebuild the Templar Archives, but he... oh, okay, he lost the Twilight Counselor. Okay, never mind, that makes sense. So in order to build a new one, he needed that Twilight. So that makes sense. Anyway, he is going to have another Archives over here, but he is in real trouble. And we can just look at the army right now. Look at this. RedAlert with a maxed army and only 110 supply, and half that is probably probes right now. Maybe a third to a half that of his probes. Here he comes in with a lot of forces. He's going in to snipe the Templar. Beautiful move. This Templar forced to do a defensive Psystorm on just a few units instead of this whole army, and so just a few units take all the brunt of all those storms. And easy to have. Here's some more Templar warping in. Nice storm on the main army. Tons of damage being dealt. All those units are in low health right now, but it's just too little, too late. These four warp gates he's trying to chrono boost them so he can get more forces out pretty quick. That Templar did not even get a storm off. These do, but it's just not going to be enough at this point. He's fighting for his dear life, but it's just a little bit too late. And Cheese GG's, and RedAlert with some beautiful play, and again with the beautiful dropship play, running in and sniping Nexuses with Marauders, and just clinching the game that way. And really doing a good job of kind of holding out off these two bases that he had, and then going off and doing damage and putting Cheese on the defensive instead at just the right moment as he got up a new base, and when it just kept the pressure up, kept running around sniping new bases. Anyway, so GG, I hope you guys enjoy that game. Thanks for watching, and take care.